Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Girls Lounge with your hosts, Liz and KT. I hope you guys are having a great, wonderful day. And if you're new here, thanks for being here. And if you're old here, thanks for coming back to hearing us yap. But today we're doing a part two to an episode that it seems like, you listeners slash viewers really liked. And that is, are we smarter than a fifth grader? But extra difficult this version. I feel like we were going easy on each other for the first time, but no. We are not holding back this time.
Yeah, I don't know about you, Kennedy, but my questions, I didn't even know the answer to them. So good luck to you.
And good luck to you too, because I'm very much gonna pick the hardest ones.
We're gonna be looking real dumb out here, you guys. So hopefully you get a good laugh.
Yeah, at our expense. But of course, like always, we'll tell you guys what we've been up to. So I'm just gonna go first the whole time until Liz comes back from study abroad because hers are always gonna be more interesting than mine. So I'm gonna go first. So I just had my first week of classes. Well, technically not really, because we didn't have school Monday. I guess this week will technically be my first, but y'all know what I mean. And so far, I mean, it's okay. I'm getting the vibe. It's not my favorite set of classes because I'm only taking 2 marketing classes, but it seems fun so far. I do have a night class on Mondays, which I'll be actually going to that class today for the first time. So, just a quick rundown, I'm taking digital media, which I'll be working in like Adobe stuff, digital marketing, marketing management, strategy, and policy. Yes. And then the fifth one's like some type of online class for like when you're graduating, and it's like a preparation type course. So nothing interesting. I already got so much work. Not my favorite. But in good news, y'all, we have good news today. This morning, as I was really about to get out of bed, I get an email. And what do you know? Your girl got into grad school. Woo! And I only applied to one school, so I'm very happy I got in. I'm going to the University of Kentucky in fall of 2025 for my marketing masters, and I'm super excited. I'm excited for, well, not necessarily a new city because like I live close to Lexington and I have family in Lexington, so I go to Lexington all the time. But I'm excited to live there as a college student and experience a bigger college and just a bigger city to be in for college. And I'm just excited to be a Wildcat. Like, go Cats! Yay! And yeah, that's pretty much all my updates. I started my internship today, but I didn't do much work. And honestly, that's just what I've been up to. Nothing much. Oh, and I've been fully in my living alone era, and I love it.
So happy for Kennedy. All of my friends are like getting into grad school. So proud of all of them. So yeah, Kennedy. You know, good thing you got in because you don't got to look at your plan B options.
No, really. There was no plan B.
And just know I will be visiting you like every single weekend. So keep a little spot on the couch for me. And so for me, I've been up to just like the usual classes and everything. This weekend I went on 2 little like day trips to 2 cities that are near us. And the first one I went to, it's called Calpe, and it's like both of them are like coastal vibe. And we did a little hiking, and y'all, there's this point in the hike where you get to the top, and let's just say it continues, but it literally looks like you're just there's no like there is a path, but there's no rails, there's no fence, like you're just chilling on the side of the mountain. So needless to say, we didn't go that far into the hike, but that happened. And then the second day, Sunday, we went on another little day trip to this town called Benidorm. And y'all, this town was like so interesting because it's basically like a town where a lot of like other Europeans come to retire, but it's like a lot of Europeans that speak English. So there's a lot of like English people. There's a lot of like Swedes, Germans, like people from like these cold countries come and retire. So like a lot of people just speak English. Like they'll just start speaking to you instead of Spanish first. They'll start speaking to you in English first, which just felt so weird. It honestly felt like we were like in an alternate reality almost. Like we got on the bus at one point and I was looking at the demographic of people outside walking. Let's just say they were all kind of on the paler side. And there was a lot of like old people. It was literally giving like Florida vibes to me. And even on like the boardwalk, like all like the little like restaurants and everything, it was giving like you're in, I don't know, Panama City Beach in Florida or like Myrtle Beach. It was giving like that vibe, and like it just felt so odd. It felt like I was in a different universe or something. But we went did that, and then this week I have my first finals for my class that I'm currently in. So
Rip to you. I couldn't even imagine doing finals.
yeah, there's like a part one, which is like the oral part, and then there's like a written part, and yeah. But afterwards, I have a little trip, so I'm like looking forward to that. But at the same time, it's also distracting because like I have to pack for that, but I have to study too. So I gotta prioritize here.
So you said you went to, is it Benidorm, right? I don't know if I pronounced that right.
Yeah, it's called Benny Dorm.
Yes, so I'm pretty sure I watched a YouTube vlog of some girl going there with her family. She's a British YouTuber, and I looked it up because I remember I was like, "Wait, is this close to where Elizabeth is going to be?" Isn't that what they call like the New York City of like Europe? Because it's like a city vibes, like has tall buildings and stuff.
Yeah, it has like the most skyscrapers in Spain. I don't know like where it is on the list of like Europe, but I know for sure it has the most skyscrapers in Spain, which is kind of weird because it's literally like on the beach. Like it's a coastal town, but it also has like that city aspect to it.
Whoa, that's so interesting. It's given like you can invest in both worlds. You got the city vibes and then the beach vibes. And also you should tell the story about the lady on the bus when you were sleeping.
Oh my gosh. So that was I have another bus story too. So on when we went to the first city, Calpe, that was Saturday. So on our way back, because we didn't sleep at any of these towns, it was just like a full day trip. And we were on our way back, we had to take a bus and then we took a tram into like where we're at because it was free. And so our bus ride was like 45 minutes and we were really tired because the night before we went out. So we were out till like 5 in the morning, and then we got on the bus at 9 in the morning. So we were running on like 2, maybe 3 hours of sleep here. So I had finally like fallen asleep, you know. Keep in mind this 45-minute bus ride, okay? And how I measure if I sleep is if I like remember the songs that I played. And I very much remembered all of the songs I played except the last one. So I think I was falling asleep. And then out of nowhere, I feel someone grab my leg. Because I had like two empty seats, so I like kind of laid down a little bit. And I like get up so confused. And my friends were telling me that the lady was confused why I was asleep. She kept on telling them, like, why is she asleep? Like, why is she asleep? And then she grabbed my leg. I thought that my leg might have been like in the way, like maybe I almost tripped her or something. No.
That's so crazy. I guess in other countries, like you just don't fall asleep in public transport, but like that's so normal here in America.
Literally. And it was like night too. So it was dark and then the bus lights were off and it was like a charter bus. So the seats are more comfortable, especially you get two seats like I'm supposed to be awake the whole time.
No, literally, that's funny. I could just imagine your friends being like, "What? She's sleeping because she's tired."
Exactly what they said. They were like, "Está cansada."
I didn't understand what that meant, but it sounds funny, so I
Duolingo not pulling through.
let's see. I feel like I learned a sentence though last night in Spanish when I was listening to something. I think he said, "Yo no tango." I think that was it. Something like that.
I don't have.
Yeah, yeah, that.
Not gonna finish it.
No.
I'll check in on you next week for that, Kennedy.
Okay.
And then my other little like public transportation story. So yesterday when we were coming back from Benny Dorm, you take in the city that I'm in, you can take a tram and it's free with our tram cards. It's like an hour, almost hour and a half tram ride, right? And so the point that we got onto the tram, it's like the first stop. So it's like more empty, so we got seats, and then as it keeps on going it fills up and everything, right? So there was five of us including me of the girls. So the way the tram set up is it's like there's seats on the left, on the right side, and there's sections where it's like four seats, two and two facing each other, if that makes sense. So my four friends sat all in one little section and I sat in the section beside them because I wanted to stretch out my legs because it was empty, right? And then these guys come on and there's like four of them. So three of them sit with me and then one of them sits behind my friends. And then these guys like start talking to us and they're like foreigners. They're not like Spaniards. I think they were from like Morocco, some Arab speaking country. They weren't very attractive though. Yeah. So they start like asking them like, "Oh, like where you from? Americans, Americans." And then at that point I'm like, let me put on my noise cancellation headphones, turn on that noise canceling and listen to my music. At first I was watching like what I had downloaded of Gilmore Girls, but I ended up finishing that. But these guys would not leave us alone. Like I texted Jill cuz I was on the phone with her and hold on. Okay, so they were just like super annoying. Like they just kept on like talking to us and then like they my friends like talked back for like 5 minutes to them and then their AirPods went in too. Like we were so over it, you know? And then they would keep on like they were so loud. Like on the tram at night, I feel like everyone's more quiet. No, these guys were like yelling. And then the one that was in front of me would started like playing his music out loud and he was like it was just so annoying. I just couldn't stand it. And then the guy like that was sitting behind my friends moves and sits like across from me. And I think he's trying to get my attention. Keep in mind, I like turned my body to the side. So I'm sitting with like my legs out the aisle because I was like, I don't want to make eye contact with them because I know they're going to start talking to me. And even with noise cancellation, I could hear these guys. Yeah. At one point I did turn it off because I kind of wanted to like hear what they were saying. Cause they would like switch between like Arabic and then they'd speak Spanish a little bit and then they'd speak a little bit English. They was just all over the place. But the guy across from me, he starts like dancing and like show like trying to get in my space because he's trying to get my attention, right? And then at one point he like says, they're like talking to each other. I texted Jill this. I said, bro, these guys beside me talking about there's four of them and four of my friends. This is like before he realized I was with the group. Like, that's weird, bruh. And then let's see. Oh, the one that was like doing that dance trying to get my attention. So he like starts asking my friends, he's like, I heard this part. He goes, is she Chinese? Talking about me. Yes. He goes, is she Chinese? And then they were like, no, because like, yeah, I do have Chinese ancestors, but like, no, you know? And then he goes, oh, is she Mexican? And then they kind of like they're like ignoring him. They're giving very like short answers, like, do not want to talk to him. And then he like starts getting my attention doing that dance, and I couldn't not make eye contact. So I like take off my headphones. I'm like, huh? And then he's like, oh, like, are you Chinese? And I said, no. And then he was like, you look Chinese. And I was like, I have like family or something. And he was like, he starts getting my friend's attention. He's like, see, I told you she Chinese. And then he's like, oh, you Mexican. And I was like, yeah. And then he was like, he said, let me read what I told Jill that this man said.
Why you find that? All I gotta say, that is actually crazy that he said Chinese. That's definitely a new one. Usually, I feel like if anything, people might say you Indian, but I feel like if anything, it's Jill getting told that she Mexican. And usually people just know Liz is Mexican. Like Chinese is crazy.
Yeah, like never have I been asked if I'm Chinese as the first, like, y'all see this? If you're watching the video, if you know me, like, yeah. So I texted Jill. I said, and then why he go, I like Chinese girls. Yeah. My exact reaction, Kennedy. I said, good for you, and then put back on my noise cancellation headphones. Luckily, I think they got the hint. Like, we were texting in our side group chat and we are like, bruh, like, we're about to get off on some random stop and like get on the next tram because it was so annoying. And there was like no seats open because it was the point where like the tram was like fully full. So there was absolutely no seats. There was no way we could escape them. And if there was a seat, it was like near them still. And then they like moved over, and I think some guy like started like saying something to them because there was some guy got up and was like hovering over them, speaking in their language, and then I think it sounded like, actually I don't know what it sounded like, but from what I'm getting of like the hand gestures, it sounded like y'all need to chill out or like get off. I think he like tried to say something to the guy's girl, and then they got put in their place. But public transportation horror stories.
As they should, because why are you playing your music out loud? Why are you bothering people asking if they Chinese, saying you like Chinese girls, like heavy on the good for you, because what they gotta do with me? Like, that would be so annoying. Oh my gosh.
No, and then like I texted my friends like they just said like there's four of them, four of y'all thing. And then one of my friends was like, that's actually disgusting. I just saw one of them pick their nose. And then as she texted that, the one that was sitting across from me, like diagonally, his foot was like on the seat and his shoe was off and he was like pulling his like sock down. Yeah. When I tell you these men were not attractive, they had nothing going for them.
Why is it always the ugly men that just have the most confidence ever? Like, they really thought they was about to get some. No. No, so you're not.
Literally, especially when you said, "Oh, you look Chinese. I like Chinese girls." Like, what does that have to do with me?
Clap if you care. No one clapped. Like, what?
Needless to say, we were so relieved when they finally got off at their stop.
Sounds like you need to carry some pepper spray.
Yeah, and those noise cancellation headphones coming in clutch.
And now we're gonna move on from the tragic transportation stories. They were good entertainment though, so thank you, Liz, for going through that for us. But now we're gonna get into our faves of the week. So mine is Ruby Lynn's YouTube video. She is a YouTuber, obviously, and I discovered her YouTube videos like a couple weeks ago. Actually, I remember watching one of her vlogs like a long time ago, but then I just like never went back to any of her other videos. But over like the end of my winter break, I started watching her videos again, and I've been obsessed. Like, I just love her vibe, her personality. She's like one of those New York City girlies. But what I feel like what makes it different is like she's Canadian. I don't know. Not that that makes much of a big difference, but she's Canadian. I don't know. Her vibe is just a little different. Like, she's just very chill. She's not like the other ones that are just very like, and her fashion is like really cool. Like, it's very like different. And yeah, she just seems very sure of herself. And I just really like her vibe. I'm like, now this is the vibe I'm trying to embody.
She's not like the other girls. She's unique.
Exactly that. But not in a pick me way.
And then my favorite of the week, kind of like on the same wavelength as Kennedy, is long form YouTube video vlogs. So good, you guys. And I think the YouTubers finally have understood the assignment. They know what we want. I love seeing videos that are longer than 15 minutes. When they're 45 minutes, chef's kiss. But specifically, little shout out, cough, cough. Kennedy posted a new vlog and it was 47 minutes long. And I've been eating it up.
Wait, don't gas me up. I was really just yapping and doing a whole bunch of nothing during that vlog, but those are the vlogs I like to watch.
Exactly. They're just perfect. Like, I was right there with you, basically.
And I wait because I definitely shouted out you and Kelsey so many times in that video.
I know, I love watching, and then I get shouted out, and I'm like, I made it.
So now we're gonna get into our pop culture. The girlies weren't doing much for real. So I did ask on the Instagram for some pop culture things y'all wanted our opinions on. But before we do that, I do want to flex on everyone real quick, and that I should be a fashion forecaster because so Alix Earle, she collabs with a brand to make the Alix skinny jeans, and they're like selling out. And I've gotten so many TikToks of people being like, oh, like how to style skinny jeans. Skinny jeans are so back. And I just had to say, go back to our fashion episode. I think it's called Skinny Jeans Are In. No, wait, no. It was called Cheetah Print is In, Jorts Are Out, something like that. And I said, watch skinny jeans make a comeback. And what do you know? They're kind of making a comeback. I don't think they're ever going to come back like they used to be. But yeah, I think I won't be partaking. I think I will say, I feel like it's always good to have a pair or two of good skinny jeans in your closet because you never know. But other than that, no, baggy jeans, yep, that's my calling. That's what I love. And I will never be in skinny jeans.
Same boat, Kennedy. I only wear skinny jeans, I feel like, when I absolutely need to. Or some outfits, they do look good with them. But like every outfit, just not for me anymore. But I definitely do think that we're going to be seeing some more, well, you'll be seeing some more on TikTok OOTDs of people with skinny jeans.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like skinny jeans, they honestly never went out of style, to be honest. Like, I feel like you see those TikToks where it's like European men especially, they love them some skinny jeans. Like, I know people make fun of Max Verstappen for his skinny jeans. So yeah, but I'm just like, let's retire them, please. Oh, and I see a lot of people, like a lot of girls style them with like high knee boots, and I think that look is really cute with like a sweater. But other than that, I wouldn't wear them.
And even then, I feel I can't pull that off. So I stay away from them.
Yeah, I feel like that's like a very like preppy, like we're about to ride horses look. And when I do like the preppy look, not that type of preppy. And now we're just gonna get into what some Instagram people have put in. It's not a lot, but so we'll get through it quickly. So first, someone wanted our reaction to Timothee Chalamet's SNL performance. Liz, have you seen clips and stuff about it?
I have not, and I feel like it has something to do with the no TikTok. But I'll look it up on YouTube as we speak.
I forgot Liz don't got TikTok. Well, I didn't forget, but like in this moment, I'm like, oh yeah, she don't got TikTok. Well, looks suck. No, I was playing. I know that SNL Instagram has posted some Instagram reels about it if you want to go over there. But oh my gosh, I watched his episode last night. So freaking good. And like I will say I was a little nervy about the singing section. I was like, I don't know if he's being like serious or if it's gonna be like playful. No, it was serious. He played Bob Dylan songs. Why is he actually good? Which like I figured because he did Wonka, but like he ate it up so bad, and just his skits were so funny. I think my favorite was the one where they were in like those like bungee jumping workout class. That one was really funny. Yeah, that was my favorite one. But all the skits were so good. And the one with the old people was funny. And then things that weren't, like Timothy wasn't in it. The weekend update. I always love the weekend update. Like that's one of my favorite parts of the SNL episodes. But yeah, the episode was really good.
The weekend update is my favorite, and that's where the best clips come out of. I'm currently watching his little performance, and from what I hear, he's doing his thing. No way that's Timothy.
No, literally. And his looks just ate so bad. Like he just looks so good. If you're new here, me and Liz have been Timothy fans for a while. Liz before me, because I became a fan during the Playdate era of TikTok. And I knew that Liz knew about him before then. So she's a real OG. But I've just been obsessed with him since then. And I feel like recently more people are starting to get on him. And I'm like, where have y'all been? Like he's been that man. Like he looks so good. It was funny because one of our friends like sent a picture of his outfits or like a TikTok and was like, I love that Timothy's finally dressing like a New Yorker. I'm like, girl, where you been? He been dressing like a New Yorker. He been having good style. And I love it. And I feel like as he's gotten more comfortable in front of the camera and stuff, like his personality has shown more. And I just love it. Like him just saying, like, if you know, you know, like he's always just yelling and he's always like, yeah, and stuff. And I love it. Like, I just love seeing his personality. He's so funny.
Yes, he's come such a long way from like little shy Timothy, but now I love this version of Timothy. Like he's like in his element. It really is. But yeah, I'm an OG Timmy fan, have the pillow back at home to prove it.
Yeah, and I feel like he's like truly like getting the recognition he deserves. I will say Beautiful Boy is one of his most underrated movies. Like people do not talk about that movie enough. In my opinion, that's one of his best films. Like it is so freaking good. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I would love to see Timothy in more like comedies and stuff. And I feel like he was loving that sketch. It was so funny. The sketch I'm talking about, that was my favorite, where they were bungee jumping. He had a wig on. I was like, he is feeling that wig. Like he was playing with his hair. He was like whipping it like this, and then it was like up, and he like pulled it back like this. I was like, per Timothy, work with the wig. It was too funny.
I still haven't seen Call Me by Your Name. Every time it gets added to Netflix, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch it, and then I never watch it.
Low-key hot take, you're not missing much. Call Me by Your Name is not one of my favorite movies. It's very aesthetically pleasing, but like I just found the movie very weird, to be honest. But I know that's a very hot take.
That one edit though, circa TikTok, circa COVID, yeah, lives in my mind rent free. I will say, I don't know if this is a hot take, but people are hopping now onto the bandwagon. But I feel like he's looked better in the past.
That part.
Just
that part. Like, don't get me wrong, I think he looks really good now too. But he's definitely he's been that man. He's definitely had some looks in the past where I'm like, yeah, that was an era. If you ever want to know my favorite all-time picture of Timothy, it's back in the day. It was at a fashion show, I think, and he's wearing like an all black suit. All I know is it's on my bedroom wall. Yeah, that's my all time. Yeah, like, and that was still back when he was like in his shy era. Like he would have interviews and he could even look the interviewer in their eye. Like, you are a real one if you were there.
Yeah, all I'm saying, I think the mustache needs to go.
You know, I think it's a moment. I think it's a moment. The mustache and the goatee. I feel like every man in that age goes through it, but I'm gonna have to agree. And while we're on it, on things that need to go, this is so off topic. I'm ready for Lando Norris to get rid of that mullet. Okay. It was cute. It had its time, just like Timothy's mustache and goatee. But all good things must come to an end. Okay.
These men need to learn from Drew Starkey, you know, new hairstyle, new everything, 6 months max, and then we switch it out.
What you said, like, out with the old, in with the new.
Change is good, people.
Exactly that. And then the next one was wanted to know like our pop culture predictions for 2025, what we want to see and stuff we don't. One thing I do want to see is Timothee Chalamet and Kylie Jenner break up.
In my mind, that already happened, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Facts. Let me live in that reality.
I don't know if like this is a hot take, but I feel like this year is the downfall of TikTok. I think people are going to move to different platforms, and the people that are like popping on TikTok, they're gonna start doing their little decline a little bit.
That's definitely a take. As someone who does have access to TikTok, I feel like it's still very much popping and my algorithm's still good, but I definitely could see, because while we do still have TikTok, it's still like not official if it's here to stay. So I could still see that. Like, I've recently been seeing more like TikTokers on my YouTube, like, For You page. I don't know what you call it, recommended page. I'm not gonna watch their vlogs, but I'm just like, I wonder how many more creators are gonna try to move over to YouTube from TikTok.
I also think that this year we're gonna see some iconic engagements. Maybe a little T Swift moment. I don't know. I feel like we're gonna see some iconic engagements this year.
See, Liz got some good takes. I honestly can't think of what I think is gonna happen this year. I think someone's gonna get canceled for sure. As in terms of engagements, yes, I could see Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift getting engaged soon. Because they're just so like in the public eye. I'm trying to think of who else is engaged.
Alix Earle and Braxton Berrios. Yeah, that's happening this year.
Yep. I low-key could see some more influencers that I follow getting pregnant, but I feel like I shouldn't say. Is that like offensive? I don't know if I should say. Okay, I will say one. What if it's the same person? Is it a Florida girly?
Yep, NZ. I'm putting it out there. It's happening at the end of this year.
Yes. So I'm like, I feel like she's gonna get pregnant just because like all of her friends have babies, and like she has said that like no, like I don't want to do, like she doesn't want to get pregnant anytime soon. But I feel like it's just gonna happen, you know. I'm gonna be so excited when it does.
And I feel like the little bestie that lives in Georgia, she might be in the little engaged realm.
Oh yeah, Hannah. I forgot. Yeah, I can definitely see them getting engaged too.
We're definitely speaking to a very niche audience right now, but if you know, you know.
No, literally. And I will say, this is not really like much of a take because it's like it's already slowly happening. But I feel like 2025 is truly going to be the year for the pop girlies. Like, I feel like we've seen the rise in 2024, but like with Tate McRae having new music coming out in 2025, like Sports Car, a banger. I just spoiled something, but who cares? And just like with Sabrina Carpenter, like just having her vibe too. Olivia hasn't released any new music. I know. Well, which I know. Did she release music in 2024?
I think last year's when Guts came out, no? Or was it like late 2023? I don't even remember. It was either early 2024 or late 2023.
I definitely remember it was during my junior year because I remember being there listening to the album. But anyways, I know she hasn't released music, but I just feel like the pop girlies, like they're all assembling like Thanos' infinity rings that he wants. And then they're just going to like, boom. Like they're really just changing the game and I love it. I feel like this is the year for Tate McRae though. That's going to be my take. This is the year for Tate McRae she's gonna blow up even more than she already is, and I'm gonna be sad.
I do think we're gonna see more of that like Sabrina vibe of music, like that pop vibe. Also, I'm not much of a Tate McRae like fan now because haven't really listened to her, but I was back in the day. I was an OG when she would post covers and like songs that she wrote on YouTube. I was there. And also, side note to the engagement things, Ava's getting engaged.
Yep, I could definitely see Ava getting engaged, and I feel like I see a lot of her like talking about, like getting married and stuff. I'm like, it's coming for you soon, hopefully. But yeah, it was funny what she said about Tate McRae because me and Kelsey were texting, and she was like, "Yeah, I remember watching those videos." But for me, I vaguely remember seeing Tate McRae's name in the dancer world. Like that's where I know of the name Tate McRae of like seeing her dancing.
Yes, because she would do like the dances and then sing too. Yeah.
So we was there, me and Liz, we were just have been chronically online since we were young. And so we've been there. We are real OGs of everything.
And I think that those are also all my hot takes. Not hot takes, predictions. That's what it was.
Same, that's all I can really think about for now. But I feel like we had some decent ones.
And I feel like we're gonna be some fortune tellers looking back on this video, just putting it out there.
No, for real. And also maybe this is the year of the Tom and Zendaya wedding. Maybe we just get those pictures just drop somewhere.
Yeah, just patiently waiting for them to drop, any day now.
And watch it be a destination wedding.
It most definitely is.
I mean, they got the money. Which I guess is a good segue. We're talking about actors. Now we're going to get into what we've been watching. Liz, what have you been watching?
Nothing new, just some Gilmore Girls. I have finally been introduced to Logan. And based on all the edits I had seen before and everything, I was a Dean stan, a Dean girly. Not Dean. Cancel that out. Not Dean. I'm so sorry, you guys. Jess. I hate Dean. Especially after the stuff that just happened. But let me rephrase. I've been like an OG Jess girly. But now that I've been introduced to Logan, I still think Jess is more attractive. I'm just not that into like the blonde guys, I feel like. But I can see the appeal. And I still have a long ways to go. And Luke and Lorelai, they're still going strong. I'm getting a little scared for some things. But that's my Gilmore Girls update for you guys.
For me, honestly, I haven't been watching much. I started season 3 of The Traitors. I've never watched that show before, but I've just heard so many people talk about it, so I wanted to try it out. So I started the most recent season and only 2 episodes in, but I really like it. It's very interesting. It's like a murder mystery type show, but it's like a whole bunch of like reality TV stars that are in it, and they have like some pretty good people and different personalities, so it's like very interesting. Like I'm talking about, you got people from the Housewives and then people from like Survivor, so it's like a good interesting mix of people. And then this is so random, but honestly, if you know me, it's not random. So last night I watched the Henry Danger movie. And let me tell y'all what prompted me to watch this movie. I got some TikTok edits of Jace Norman in this movie, and I was like, oh yeah, I will be watching this movie. I may not be the target demographic, but I'm gonna watch it. And I did, with my tasty burger and fries, and I was having a good time. It was your typical cringe kiddie movie, but he looks so good in it. Like he looks like, I'm like, I need to see him in more movies. Hollywood, book him. Like he looked so good. But yeah, it was like your typical like multiverse type movie, jumping between the multiverses. They're trying to get back to their respective places. I will say a big part of this movie, not to spoil if you guys were just dying to watch it, but was about like fan fiction. So basically, I'm gonna just tell y'all. Well, not really, but basically, the like conflict of this movie was they were in this girl's multiple fan fictions, like the multiple verses they were going through were through her different fan fictions, and that I've just felt very exposed. And I forget that fan fiction isn't just like the romantic fan fictions. Like I forget, like, oh, you can write fan fiction that's like So I just felt like fan fiction. I'm like, girl, if they made a movie out of the fan fictions that I've read, girl, it would be very interesting to say the least. So yeah, so that kind of like put me off. I'm like, what's all this fan fiction talk? I don't like this. But other than that, it's just your typical cringe kid movie.
I have heard nothing about this movie, and you just blew my mind. I feel like I need to watch it just because I'm very intrigued by the fan fiction action aspect of this. I've never heard of something done that way.
Yeah, it was definitely a creative choice.
Yeah, I will be watching this at some point, you guys.
And now we're gonna get into our song of the week. So I already spoiled mine earlier. Oops, sorry. But that is Sports Car by Tate McRae. I'm a Tate McRae fan over here, literally her number one fan. I'm gonna play my favorite part of this song, and she just released this last Friday or last week on Friday, and I literally have had it on repeat. So I'm gonna play my favorite part. So that's my favorite part.
So for my song of the week, honestly, I think this was the last song I discovered on TikTok before, my little situation happened. But it's called Settle and it's by Kasu, and I've been listening to this song like every single day. But here's my favorite part of it. And that's my song of the week for this week.
And now, you guys, it is time to go back to elementary school. And we are going back to 5th grade. Me and Liz were actually in the same 5th grade class. Fun facts. So yeah, we're back in 5th grade again together. And we're going to be quizzing each other. We're going to ask each other 2 questions each in the following categories. We're going to do math first, because get that out the way. Math, English/language arts, science, geography, and grammar.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get that math out the way. Let's start off on a really low note and hopefully go up from there.
So my first question for you, Liz, is the interior angles of a triangle always sum to ...
Can you repeat the E word? Did you say equilateral?
No, I'll just repeat the question. The interior, INTERIOR, angles of a triangle always sum to ...
Okay, so a triangle is 3 sides. Pi? No, that's a circle.
What? Girl, wait, what?
Is this supposed to be a number?
Yes, I'm confused. Oh my, she said
Pi's a number, 3.14, you know?
I feel like pi doesn't have to do with
It doesn't. It has to do with circles. Okay, I'm gonna go with the number 5. We'll go with 15.
15 degrees?
Oh, it's supposed to be in degrees?
Yes. Just think a triangle, degrees.
So like this part of the triangle?
Well, what they sum up to.
I'm gonna go with 100. No, I'm gonna go with 90 degrees.
Is that your final answer?
It is.
Well, you are wrong. It is 180 degrees.
You know, I thought 180, but I thought 180 had to do with circles, so that's why we went the 90.
I think each angle of a triangle is something, and then you add them all together, then it's 180.
Oh, I think it's this part is 90 and then this part is 90. Wow. I could be lying to you though. I'm probably making stuff up.
And I'm over here nodding yeah. And I'm not gonna fact check it, so.
Okay, so next question for you guys. Good luck to you, Kennedy. I didn't know the answer to none of these. I don't even know what they was talking about. Okay. If a rectangle's length is 5 times its width and the perimeter is 60 centimeters, what are the length and width of the triangle?
What? So I gotta do actual math here.
Yes, you do.
Hold on, repeat that first one. Okay, repeat the first sentence.
Okay, let me not laugh. Okay, if a rectangle's length is 5 times its width and the perimeter is 60 centimeters, what are the length and width of the triangle?
10?
Is that your final answer?
It's gonna have to be, because I can't do this.
Correct answer is the width is 5 and the length is 25.
Okay, I was almost there, you guys. I was at 10. I was almost there. I had no idea what this math was gonna look like, and it's 3:00. I'm not doing math.
I don't remember doing this in 5th grade.
Me either. All I remember doing is long division, multiplication. What? Multiplication? I don't know none of this new age stuff.
Yeah, no clue. Definitely would have failed.
Facts. So, my next question for you is okay. Me reading the question. If a football field is 100 yards long, how many feet long is the football field?
The football length is 100,
Yes, it's 100 yards long.
and I'm figuring out the feet.
Yes.
Yeah, I have no clue how many feet are in a yard. Oh, yardstick. Okay. I feel like 5 feet are in a yard. So, hold on, let me do this math in my head so I don't embarrass myself even more. 500 feet.
You're actually very close.
550 feet.
Go down.
525.
More down.
510.
More.
501.
Down.
Oh, like okay. 450.
Down.
How close am I? 425.
No.
I give up.
300 feet.
Kidding, I was not that close.
Yes, you was. 5 and 3. You was 200 off.
Yeah, only 200 off.
It was close in my book in KT math.
Y'all see what we're working here.
Yeah, math was never my brightest subject. It was definitely my worst, so.
Same here, Kennedy. Okay, we'll go with this one. If 3/4 of a number is 18, what is the number?
I'm gonna pull up my calculator. And I'll show y'all so y'all know I'm not cheating. Calculator app. So what I'm gonna do, what was it again?
If 3/4 of a number is 18, what is the number?
Okay, so I feel like I need to time something. So we're gonna do 13 times 3. I don't think, hold on. Can I do fractions on this? I don't think I can do fractions on this. Hold on. Don't worry, I got a real calculator. Oh man, it's dead. Don't worry, we got Google. I'm going to Google 18 times 3/4. And I feel like that will give us something. Just so y'all know I'm not cheating. You know, you guys. I don't know how I would solve this. 3/4. Or maybe I need to multiply or divide it. Wait. 18 times 3/4. Just give me that. So I'm getting 13.5, but that's definitely not right. Oh, maybe you divide it. Oh, wait, no. How would that work? We're just going to try to divide it. I feel like Liz don't even know either. So it's all good. Y'all, I don't know how you divide in here. Do I just have to write the word divide? Okay, I should not be taking this long. Like, it's really not that serious. Okay, so I'm just going to go with 13.5, even though I know that's not right because that just cannot be possible. But I genuinely can't do any other math. So I'm locking in at 13.5.
Another buzz for you. You're close in Kennedy math. The correct answer is 24.
I feel like if this was an actual math test, I could have gotten that right. But since this is just for the podcast, you know, we're going to let it slide.
Whatever helps you feel better, Kennedy. No, but like me too. I'm in the same boat.
And next up, we're going to do English/language arts questions. Wait, did I put history on here? Oh, I forgot to put history. Do you want to do history? Or maybe we could take out grammar.
Yeah, let's take off grammar because grammar you have to like imagine it.
Now we're going to get into our English/language art questions. So I'll go ahead and ask Liz first. Let me scroll. Okay, wait, why are these all easy though, low key? Okay, so this one, I feel like you should for real know because we read this in high school. It says, who is the author of the 1960 novel about social and racial inequality, To Kill a Mockingbird?
You know, I've read this book like twice, I feel like. It's like 2-letter abbreviations, right? And then the last name?
I think sometimes, but the way they have it written out, no.
Is it a man?
No, it's a woman.
Oh, Harper.
Close.
Something Harper.
Yes. Harper. Okay, what's the second, her last name?
Is it short?
Yes.
Lee.
Yes! I was about to give a hint and be like, remember when we talked to Kelsey about the baby names and stuff?
Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys. English was my best subject. So, Kennedy, your first question. What is the meaning of the word? If you need me to like spell it out, let me know because I totally might be saying this word wrong. But what is the meaning of the word ubiquitous? Yeah, ubiquitous in the sentence. Smartphones have become ubiquitous in modern society.
I have heard that word before, but I'm like, I don't know how I would like define it. Ubiquitous. Is it like normalized? Like normal?
It could, but not in this context.
Smartphones.
It could become normal because of this.
Oh, ubiquitous. Like it's very like it's always there all the time. There's a lot of them. They're very like a lot of them. What's another word for like a lot of them? Multiple use. They're very part of our everyday. They're like a necessity.
You know, I'll give it to you. It's found everywhere or widespread.
Okay. Thanks for that point.
We're 101 right now. 1 out
Not
of
like
3 though.
anyone's counting. No, it's my next one for you is low key. These English ones are like pretty easy. What is it antonym for beautiful, pretty, gorgeous?
Ugly.
Correct.
Oh, I thought it'd be some like fancy word.
Nah.
Your next question is, I'll give you an easy one too. What is the difference between a simile and a metaphor, and provide an example?
Oh yeah, I know this one. So a simile is using the words like or as, right? So you could say her smile is as bright as the moon, or yeah, and then a metaphor.
Before you go on to metaphor, you got simile right, and the example on here is her smile is like the sun, and you said moon.
Y'all, I'm literally that girl. Like this is my subject. Okay, and then a metaphor is like it's like when you make a comparison or something, but like you don't use like or as. Like it could be like I don't even know. She runs fast. Oh wait, I was about to use like like I know what metaphors are, y'all, I swear. Why am I blanking? Oh wait, no. I was about to say what's that one saying about the rabbit wins the race? Is that a metaphor? The rabbit wins the race.
I think that might be that one. What personification?
Oh wait, no, the turtle wins the race.
I don't know if that one is metaphor.
Like you know the story about the rabbit and the turtle. That's all I got.
So I'll give you like part of a point, you know. The one they have on here is her smile is the sun.
Yeah, I should have just kept it simple like that. I don't know what was going on in my mind. Y'all,
You a little too confident.
I've been up since 7:30 in the morning. Literally don't comfort me. And now we're gonna get into science, which I feel like I was okay at science during my years of schooling. Hated biology though. Let me find my science questions. Why do you often see lightning before you hear the thunder?
Because the light travels faster than sound.
Ding ding ding! Woo!
Thank you. This one that I have for you is, if a rock is moving through space with no forces acting upon it, what will happen to its motion according to Newton's first law of motion?
Repeat that.
If a rock is moving through space with no forces acting upon it, what will happen to its motion according to Newton's first law of motion?
It will stay in continuous motion?
Yeah, correct. Ding ding.
Yay! Oh god, we should be on Jeopardy, you guys.
Kennedy getting a little too confident here.
I'm so weak. Okay. This one, okay, my last question for you. What species can live on both water and land?
Humans? Oh, we can't live in water though.
Maybe if we're mermaids.
See, I was thinking like we can go swimming. My other guess is like a tadpole, like a frog, but there's still. Oh, am I right? A frog?
Well, like what is that species called?
Oh, reptiles. Amphibian.
Yes, amphibians. Yes. You see, we got there. We got there at the end.
As soon as you gave me the look, I was like, oh. Your next question is, what is the process by which water vapor turns into liquid water?
Condensation.
Ding ding.
Y'all, I am eating the girls up today. If anyone's keeping count, comment them down below to see how bad I'm beating Liz right now. JK, it may actually be equal. I don't know. I haven't been keeping track.
Yeah, we don't need to keep track over here.
I think we do, you guys. My cheeks really hurt from laughing so much. Oh my gosh. Okay. Next up is geography, my favorite subject. Y'all, just because we're Americans, I swear we know geography, okay? Our faces. Oh God, I see a question I asked you last time about how many countries are in North America. I don't remember the answer though.
3. But no, I think it was actually more. I think I was wrong.
Yeah, it was 23, and I remember we were like, huh? Okay, I have my first question, and I'm not asking you this question just because you're Mexican. Okay, it is. Which North American city has a bigger population, Los Angeles or Mexico City?
Mexico City.
And that would be correct.
I know some of my stuff.
Her.
Your first geography question. What is the longest mountain range in the world?
Is it the Appalachian Mountains?
Incorrect. But I'll give you a hint. Society of the Snow. Numa.
Frick! What is those mountains called? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What are those mountains? I swear, any other time you would have asked me this, I probably wouldn't know it, but now the one time, I don't know it. The mountain. Is it the Himalayan mountains? I don't even know if
the Himalayas is the highest.
Okay. Bro, I freaking know it. I swear to God, I know it. I've seen it in my mind. Can I get a hint?
It's
yeah, let me get it.
5 letters long.
Can I get another hint? What's the first letter?
A. And it's in South America.
Is it the Andes Mountains? Andes Mountains? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking of the chocolate.
The chocolate?
Yeah, the Andes chocolate that like you get.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah. The mint ones.
Yeah. Perv.
I thought you were talking about the movie. I was like, what?
Oh, no.
Your final... Oh, no, it's your... I thought I was jumping ahead here.
Let's see. Did I ask you about oceans last time, if you remember?
I think one of us asked each other about oceans, but I can't remember who.
I asked one about the United States. Okay. What is the largest U.S. state by landmass?
Texas?
Okay,
so like after that one... Oh, wait, Alaska.
Yay! Correct. I was going to say, like, can't, like, you've been there.
See, I was thinking Texas because everything's big in Texas. Forgot all about Alaska. Which continent has the most countries? Bonus if you can guess how many countries.
I'm gonna say Europe.
I regret to inform you that is incorrect.
Oh wait, no. Africa.
Ding, correct.
Y'all see, I've been brainwashed by the people over here. I forgot about Africa.
You want to do the little bonus?
What's the bonus again? How many countries, like, specifically?
Yeah.
Definitely over 100. Like 150?
You're close, but go down. You're Kennedy close.
120? Oh.
More down.
80?
A little bit more down.
50? Wait, no. They can't have more than us. Wait.
A little bit more up.
60?
A little bit more down.
55?
Oh, like super close.
56?
You should have gone the other way.
54?
Dang. Yes. We're just gonna like Kennedy got it the first try.
Ew. Y'all, I'm eating. And now we are on to our last subject, and that is history. I'm a history girl. I love me some history. But that doesn't mean I'm good at it. So we'll see how well I do. I have faith in Elizabeth because I feel like since she's political science, y'all be knowing about history stuff.
Sure.
All I gotta say is these history questions is crazy. I don't remember learning none of this. Okay, well, maybe in high school. Okay, so my first question, because I feel like this might be a little bit more easier because of, pop culture's sake, which is low-key a hint. So the first atomic bomb attack was on which city?
So I got two options here: Hiroshima or Nagasaki. I feel like people normally say Hiroshima, Nagasaki instead of Nagasaki and Hiroshima. So I'm gonna go with Hiroshima.
And that would be correct. Yeah.
It was one of the two.
Did you learn that in AP Euro? Because I feel like we learned this in like regular history that year.
I don't think we did. No, because we just did European stuff.
Oh, duh. AP Euro. Okay.
But
Never mind.
we might have talked about it a little bit. No, but there was so much content. Y'all, I had like a little cheat sheet binder. That thing was like this thick, I swear. If you're looking at the podcast video. Your first question, Kennedy, is on the World War theme. Which event started World War One?
My real empty. This is the part of history when we get into the world wars. And yeah, that was not for me. What event started it? The Great Depression?
That was World War II. It contributed. So go back in time a bit.
The Civil War?
You want a hint?
Yeah, I'm gonna need a hint.
Somebody was assassinated.
Oh, Abraham Lincoln? Oh,
somebody
John
in Europe.
I was about to say John F. Kennedy. Somebody in Europe was assassinated. The king?
In that realm, but not quite up there.
Julius Caesar?
He like way back in time. Like Toga's back in time.
Yeah. In Europe. Napoleon Dynamite?
Not Napoleon. I think Napoleon was way before. Let me know when you give up.
I think I'm getting close to giving up. Person in Europe. Yeah. I don't know much about assassinations. Princess Diana. I'm just playing. Yeah, I give up.
The correct answer is the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary.
Dang. See, I know that name. Did not know that contributed to World War One, but I guess I'm learning today.
You know, only a couple years past 5th grade. Trying to do the math.
No, because why are they asking high school questions? Like, be for real. Let's see. I gotta pick a good one for Elizabeth to make her struggle like I was. Let me find a European question so I can test your AP Euro knowledge.
I did get a 5 on my AP test. Putting it to the test right now.
Okay, this one's kind of like it's Europe, but we're going back to like the World War things. So hopefully you're caught up, or you're what's it called? It doesn't matter. Anyways, so my question is: during World War One, the countries that sided against Germany were called.
I know this one. The Axis.
No. Close. Oh wait, Liz was so confident.
It's not the Axis?
No.
It starts with an A though?
Yes. Keyword against Germany. Because I'm assuming this was, the Holocaust time.
Oh! I thought you said who sided with Germany. Okay, against Germany. It starts with an S?
Nope.
Oh, the Allied powers.
Ding, ding, ding. Yup. I think I saw something else about the Axis powers. I think Axis powers was Germany and whatever.
Yeah. See, in my head, I was trying to like think of like abbreviations of like the US, the UK, Russia, like all them. And there was no abbreviation coming to mind.
At least you were confident with your first one.
I was confident real quick with that one. So your last question, Kennedy, since you brought up Julius Caesar, which empire was ruled by Julius Caesar, Augustus, and Nero?
The Romans. The Roman Empire.
Are you sure?
No.
Are you locking in your answer?
No. The Romans is the only empire I know, so I'm gonna have to lock in that answer.
Well, you're correct.
Y'all be making it out the hood.
I had to instill some doubt in you.
No, because I was like, what other empire could it be? I only know the Roman Empire.
Literally, like, what other one is there?
Yeah, wow. What a good test today, guys. We're never doing this episode again. No, I'm just playing.
It all depends on how it does, If y'all like it, make sure you let us know. If you really like seeing us embarrass ourselves, if that's your thing, I guess we can keep doing it.
what Elizabeth said. This was a good one. We learned some new things today that I'm really going to forget right after we get off this call, but it's fine.
You know, in 1 year, out the other, just like fifth grade.
Exactly. We didn't even learn any of this in fifth grade. Like, that's for some of the stuff we learned in middle school and high school. So, yeah, and blame that on Kentucky school education, okay? If you're clowning us and thinking these girls are dumb, blame it on Kentucky, not us.
There's only so much we can do, you guys.
And with that being said, we're going to close off the episode. Say goodbye to you guys. We will talk to you guys next week. Don't forget to do all the things that help us out for free. Comment, like, subscribe. Make sure you're following our show. Give us a review, a rating, because that helps us out a lot. And it's free. And share with your friends because we want to spread our amazingness to everyone. And with that being said, we'll see you guys next Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.